Good morning. It's the 11th of December and this is the first time I've got in front of the camera. So this month is just flying. I'm not sure how much I'll get to say or get to do. I've been doing some commission work and I've just sent 3 of the 4 jobs off. So I'm getting through that a bit faster than I than I thought I would. So hopefully I'll get some personal knitting projects done. I have cast on with my advent calendar and I've decided on the Party Cardi by Amber O'Brien. I've just started on the sleeves. If you know the pattern, you sort of cast on along, I think it's the top of the sleeve, across the back neck and the other top of the sleeve. And you do like, is it Judy's Magic cast on? The one you do for toe-up socks, so that you actually have like a provisional cast on, so you can pick up the live stitches and come down over the front. So I haven't done very much. I'm just joined in day 10. There's not a lot of knitting each day to start with, about 6 rows. So that's how I've been able to keep up so far. So once I get a bit more onto that, I'll show you how that's progressing. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It's going to have quite a wide sleeve. I did think about doing some short rows, like adding those in myself to make the cuff end of the sleeve a bit narrower, but I didn't do it. I'm just following the pattern. One thing I did complete was a Christmas stocking, which is why I popped on to show you. It's this one here. I think I used Bendigo Woolen Mills Luxury in, actually I've got my Ravelry page up. I used the Luxury in the 10 ply. So the green was clover, this was just the cream, the red colour was called Love Heart, and I actually used 8 ply for the face in stone, but it was all like the Luxury yarn that I had left over from other projects, so that was good. And it's exactly the same on the back. And the furry stuff was Spotlight Otis Faux Fur. So I just did a couple of rows there. It was meant to have a little pom-pom, but I also just did a couple of stitches with the Otis, and that was great. It makes a really nice thick fur. So it's my Christmas stocking. The pattern is called Nick and it's by Cynthia Spencer. It wasn't the cheapest pattern. Just have a look. Yeah, it's like $11.42 Australian for that pattern. It does have the chart for your alphabet. It only has the one charted image, but she does sell an ebook version, which is $32.65, and it has 5 charts. So you get the Santa, you get a dog, you get a cat, you get a sheep, and you get a penguin. For $32, it was just, I mean, even this, I hesitated paying $11 for this one. And I think if I'd spent some time, I could have just worked something out myself or got a free stocking pattern and some free charts from somewhere, but yeah. The pattern is very, I think I put in my notes, I'll just go back, sorry, I've got my Ravelry page here, so. What did I say? Yeah, there's not a lot of description when you buy the pattern. Like I wasn't quite sure how it was constructed. I went ahead with it because I felt confident that I've got enough experience I could work it out. But the way it's knit, you're casting on at the top. It's actually knit flat from the top down until you're down at the heel, and then it's joined and the foot's knit in the round. So by knitting flat, you can do the intarsia flat. and then it's seamed down the back. But that's not stated until you actually buy the pattern. So I've made a note on my Ravelry page that that's how it's done. It's also a very long, wordy pattern, quite conversational, which might be good for a beginner. I sort of had to wade through it to sort of find out exactly, okay, I'm knitting this row and I'm decreasing here and here. There was lots of explanation and lots of, oh, you might want to do it like this, or I find it easier to do that, or which isn't the style that I prefer. But yeah, there was nothing wrong with the pattern. I think I gave it, I don't know whether I rated it. Sometimes I rate patterns and sometimes I don't. There's a function on Ravelry where you can actually, when you do a project, you can rate the pattern on like an overall rating, a clarity rating, and a difficulty rating. Wasn't difficult. I think clarity-wise, everything was explained, probably more so than what I would have liked, but some people prefer that type of pattern. And my only real criticism was that there wasn't a lot of explanation about what was involved in the pattern until you actually bought the pattern. It said more information, you could go to the website. I went to the website, it was exactly the same listing as on Ravelry, no more information at all. So yeah, so knit flat until you get to the heel, then it's joined in the round. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It makes a lovely size stocking. Probably can't fit too much in there, but that's all right. I'm actually working on something at the moment that hopefully I'll get finished in time that will go into the stocking. So you might see that a little bit later on in this video. Yeah, so that's the party cardie, and this is probably the only personal knitting I've been getting done at the moment. Yeah. The other thing I want to get done this month is to read this book. So I'm in an online designers knitting group that's just started up, and we're sort of giving ourselves homework between meetings, things to sort of keep moving forward. Because I've got those design jobs on this month, I'm not working on any of my own design projects, which I really want to get back into, which is why I joined this group, for a bit of accountability and kick up the butt to get working on my designs. But I thought my homework for this month would be to read this book, which I've had for a while. I've had it sitting on the side table and I have flicked through a little bit, but I think there'll be quite a lot of information in here that would be useful, and I'm bound to learn a few things. So my homework for the month is to get this read, which I don't think it's too big a stretch. Like, I'll just flash this page to you. You can see there's a lot of white space. The printing's not that big, and a lot of the pages are diagrams. So yeah, the illustrations are done by Franklin Habit. So if anyone knows Franklin, I'm expecting the illustrations will be quite clear. Yeah, so that's my homework for this month that I've set myself. I'll probably be back with a few more clips throughout the month and just letting you know what I've been up to, hopefully show you my party cardie. I have been putting up shorts every day, opening the advent calendar, which people seem to like. They're only, 20 seconds, so nice and quick, and just the noise of me opening, which I quite like that, the opening the little cardboard boxes. So I'm not sure whether you've been following along. This video probably won't be released until the end of the month, so the advent will all be over, but you could always go back and have a look if that's something you're interested in. And then seeing the party cardie, you'll see how they all knit up. But yeah, I'll talk to you later in the month. Bye. Hi, just thought I'd pop in and just do a little intro video. I'm just catching up on some Vlogmas videos and knitting on this. DPNs are not my favourite, but I haven't got very many rows to go, so it's all good. Just wanted to say hello and introduce myself. I'm Christine. This is my channel Yarn About Yarn, and I've had quite a few new subscribers lately since I've been putting up the shorts of me opening the advent calendar. So hopefully you're sticking around and you enjoy what I've got to offer on my channel. It's what you see is what you get. It's unscripted, it's basically unedited, and sometimes I have an idea of what I'm going to talk about and other times not. But it's mostly about my knitting and occasionally a little bit about my weaving. So as I said, it's Yarn About Yarn, and I'm Yarn About Yarn pretty much everywhere on the internet, Ravelry, Etsy. I have a Made It store, which is similar to Etsy, but it's based in Australia and it's for Australians, creatives, handmade sellers and buyers. What else? Facebook, which I'm not too active on Facebook. It's more or less just cross-posting a few things from Instagram. So all the links should be down below. I have a few knitting patterns that I sell that are on Etsy, Ravelry and Lovecrafts, and I'm hoping to get some more designs done in the new year. Currently working for basically contract work for a yarn company, so I do some designing for them and sample knitting for them, so that's sort of keeping me busy at the moment. Yeah, I think that's about all. If you can't tell, I am Australian. I live on the east coast of Australia, the far north coast of New South Wales. And yeah, I'll chat to you later in the month. Bye. Hello, December 15th, and I thought it might be fun to film this in front of my Christmas tree. You might be able to see a few of the handmade decorations. So some of these crocheted balls, I think I've shown them before. The prawn, this one, which is just pins and sequins. There's a few crocheted snowflakes, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this one, the Christmas tree. Let's see if I can grab it off. Just knitted with a little cinnamon stick. That was a kit from Say Little Hen. Okay, so I said I'd pop back on when I finished what I was making to go inside the stocking, and this is it here. This is James the bear. Very cute, with his fair old little jumper and his trousers and removable shoes. So James comes from this book here, and this is Louise Crowther. She's got a couple of books. She's got the Knitted Doll book, she's got Animal Friends book, which is I think like dogs. There's a fox, maybe a rabbit, a mouse, but this is the Wild Animal Friends. So it's got, it says over 40 knitting patterns for wild animal dolls, their clothes and accessories. And apparently all the clothing, you can mix and match it. It will fit all the animals, but I just made it to pattern. So you can see some of them there. Yeah, so knitted animals are not my thing, and I actually think I started this like 18 months ago. But it wasn't difficult. The ferrule was a little bit fiddly because it's on such a small like scale, and it's also in cotton, which I'm sort of thinking maybe I should have just not followed the pattern yarn for that, but just did it in a wool. But I guess it's machine washable. And I actually bought the kit to make that. I got the kit from an Australian website called Lola Lovegrove. I think it's lolalovegrove.com.au. And I've actually got 2 other kits to make 2 more of the animals. So the other one I've got is, I think it's Hugo, the zebra, who is very cool. So it's the, I don't know how to pronounce it, sheepsies yarn. And the other one I've got is Charlie the chimpanzee. So he will be fun. So the kit, yeah, they have like the 10 gram balls, 25, 50, just what you need for to make the animal. So I was sort of tossing up whether I would actually de-stash the book and the 2 kits. So, but I'm not sure. I mean, the bear turned out so cute. They're not difficult. I just find them a little bit fiddly, that's all. I'm just not into knitting little toys, but I can imagine, you know, a whole collection of these would be so cute. But yeah, if you're in Australia and you think you might like the book and the 2 kits, I haven't decided, sort of come up with a price yet, but if that's something you're interested in, let me know. That sort of might just swing the balance. And I looked on their website just to check that was the website I got them from. And I think they've got kits for pretty much, if not all the animals, a lot of the animals. So yeah, that will be going in the stocking. I hesitated, there are a number of buttons on this. There's 3 down the back of the jumper, and I was nearly going to just like seam it closed, but then you wouldn't be able to take it off. So there are 3 buttons there and some buttons on the pants, but I just used an extra strong cotton thread and made sure they were on really well, tucked all the ends in. So yeah, oh, and the eyes, button eyes. So yeah, James the bear, and he's very cute. So he'll go in the stocking. I don't know whether to like tuck him right into the stocking or just have his head peeking out or whatever. But yeah, that's what's going in there. Okay, I'll chat to you later in the month. Bye. Hello, 19th of December. You should have just seen a little video of the stitching advent that I got. I know it's got nothing to do with yarn, but it's from Little Japanese Haberdashery, which I'm 99.9% sure that is owned by Sarah of Bombed Yarns. And they're located in, I'm pretty sure it's Hobart in Tasmania. So the stitching advent, as you saw, comes with little packs, and as you can see, I'm behind. I'm working on 9, so I haven't opened 10 yet. But it has the fabric and it has the design that we're stitching for each day. And it also includes the pen to outline it, needle, and the indigo dyed yarns, which are beautiful. I've got the needle attached to that one. So there's a lighter blue and a darker blue. Now, my stitching's not great. I'm hoping by the time I get to the end of this, well, I'm hoping it will look consistent, but if it improves as I go, I hope it's not too obvious that it changes as I'm going through. But the idea is, this is the one I'm working on now, 9. There's also a fine white thread for stitching them together. So you can see I've got these 2 stitched together. This, the pen that's used on those to trace the outline, will be rinsed out at the end. So it's done in rows. So I've got my first row is complete. The tricky thing is, because you're just doing one little square at a time, is matching matching it up at the joins. But I'm pretty happy with that so far. So that's the first 6 days. 7, 8, which will go in the second row, and I'm working on 9, so I've got a bit of catching up to do. But yeah, I just thought I'd pop that in and show you what else I've been working on, and it's sort of yarn adjacent. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Good morning, December 27, and I just wanted to wrap up December just showing you where I'm up to with my party cardie, which was the project I started with my advent calendar that I got from Obsession Yarns. I don't think I finished any other personal knitting since my last little clip. So the party cardie is an Amber O'Brien design. She's an Australian designer, and she has quite a few advent patterns, a few garments, maybe 3 garments, and a lot of sort of shawl wrap type things. So if you've got an advent calendar and you're looking for a project, maybe go and have a look at Amber O'Brien. But the advent calendar I got was from Obsession Yarns, and I got I think it's 100% merino. Yeah, 24 20-gram mini skeins, which were 100% merino, and then there was the 100-gram skein for Christmas Day. So that was I guess the color inspiration, which you'll see when I show you what I've got so far. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I guess I'm not into multicolored garments really, but I didn't want another wrap. So I'm just going with this, and I'll wait till it's all done and then see how I can wear it before I make up my mind. So this one, I think I explained before, it was cast on sort of cuffs. They're not full length sleeves, they're sort of 3/4. So you're sort of casting along this line, back of the neck, and this line, and then knitting down the back of the sleeve and the back, and then coming from the front and doing the front of the sleeves, and then joining under the arm and going down. So the first colour we opened was, you know, these lovely purpley colours, and then into the pinks, and I really like these colours. This is what we've got so far. So there's quite a bit of browny yellow, which are not my favourites. That's how it's looking. And you can see, you know, those sort of colours through here. So I'm currently working with this one, which might be, oh, I can tell you, it's day 21. So I'm a little bit behind. But that's okay. So we went away for a few days, and I didn't take this with me. So I seen some other people had got storage containers for their advent calendars at various places, and I grabbed mine at Spotlight. So you can see all the colours there. So starting with day 1 through to day 6, and then day 7 to 12, and so on. So these are the colours I have left. So it's not going into like a deep blue, which is what I thought might happen, a darker blue. It's staying with the lighter ones there. But you can see how that's, you know, you can see how those colours are coming through from the inspiration. And then the final day skein, I think it's actually called Ritual. The whole advent calendar was called A Ritual of You. So the final day skein is just called Ritual, and it's a really lovely muted sort of mauve purple colour. So that will be used on around the cuffs and the neckband, which I think will help. That will help tie it all in together. So I think I might concentrate. I've got a few projects that are close to being finished, but I'd like to get this one done. I think I might do this one first, concentrate on this and get it done. It's really going to benefit from a block. The stitches are quite uneven and it feels a bit, it's not rustic, but it's not super soft because it does not have that nylon in it. And I don't know whether it's a super fine merino. It just says 100% merino, which I actually quite like. Like, it feels like it's got a bit of body to it and it's not going to be all limp and like a superwash merino. Yeah, so I think it's going to come up really nicely after a block, but I haven't got too much to go really. Like, each band is only six rows, so I've probably got, I've done 2 of that, 6, 25, probably I've got less than 30 rows to go on this, and then picking up stitches and doing the final edgings in the ritual color. There's a lace cuff and a lace on the bottom from memory, which is like a chevron-y sort of shaped lace, which will go really quickly. I really enjoy doing that sort of edging, a lace edging. So that's my party cardie. Hopefully next time I chat to you, that will be done. And I guess that's it for December. So I hope everyone has had a great December, happy December, and I wish you all well for the new year. Hope 2025 is kind to us all, and exciting to see what it brings. I'll talk to you in the new year. Okay, bye. Hi, quickly back. I just realized as I was uploading all the little snippets throughout the month that I'd included some of the stitching advent. So I just wanted to show you I did complete all 24 squares. I haven't given it a rinse yet, so the tracing marks are still there. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I do have some other Japanese fabrics in various shades of blue, but I don't know whether to make a bag or a wall hanging or whatever. So if you've got any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. But this is what it looks like at the moment. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. A few little wonky corners, but yeah, overall I am really pleased. And I just love koi fish anyway, so the design is really appealing, and I love the indigo. So yeah, excuse that noise if you can hear it. I live near a river, and because it's holidays and it's a lovely sunny day, people are out there boating and carrying on. Yeah, so that's my koi. Any suggestions what to do with it, let me know. I'm thinking maybe just a wall hanging, putting some other fabrics around it. I suppose I could include, I could just extend it and include other pieces of stitching. I don't know. So if you have a good idea what to do with that, please let me know. Yeah, but now I've remembered that, I might go and give it a rinse, and hopefully all those marks will come out, and then I can give it a press as well and just tidy it up a little bit. Okay, bye.